you want to be airtight in a house, right? Competing with the chimney, exhaust fans, clothes dryers, anything that pulls air out of the house will compete with that chimney. And just 2 Post-it notes is all it takes to start spilling flue gases back into the house. Sometimes we need to test. And we, BPI contractors, we test. We put the house under worst case, turn on all the exhaust appliances, exhaust fans to pull air out of the house to compete against that appliance. We use a smoke pen to see, is it spilling into the house? About 2 out of 3 atmospheric draft water heaters will fail that test before you ever do any air tightening on that house. You don't want to be doing any air tightening and leave an atmospheric water heater in the house. That's why our programs, all the Warm Advantage and the Home Performance Program, require power vent water heaters because atmospheric water heaters are very poor drafters. Then we have homeowners that do really stupid things. That's a gas dryer. And they sell those things. They're supposed to be for electric only, but they're homeowners. What do they know? So the missus, while she's doing the laundry, wants a little bit of warmth in the basement and opens that up and the flue gases. Yeah. And then she can't understand why she feels sick. A friend of mine recently sent me this photo. This isn't indoor air quality. This is indoor air poisoning. Okay. Do we need to test that to see if that's going to be a problem? They've gotten better, but gas logs, a clean burning gas flame is blue, which doesn't look like a real gas log. So they do things to make it look yellow. And when it's yellow, it's not burning completely, and it produces carbon monoxide. Right? No need to test. We just know that's a problem. Moisture problems. The optimum zone for moisture in houses, according to the experts, is between 30 and 50%. At 50% relative humidity, a double pane window, the center of glass, at 20 degrees outside, will start sweating. The edge of the glass is colder. In my own house, I don't have a huge moisture source, but I have 4 kids living at home now. I had 4 kids living at home. They take long showers. It's a lot of moisture, even though I do have a good exhaust fan. But in the winter, at the bottom edge of my glass, I get condensation, and I have very good windows. Is this homeowner comfortable? Sitting at his chair watching his big screen TV with the dehumidifier running next to him. We need to deal with the moisture source. We put dehumidifiers in crawl spaces, but then who's emptying the pan when it fills up? It's basically a recirculating. We have homeowners that have indoor hot tubs. Do you think there's a moisture problem in this house? Yeah, we found frost in the attic. Basement walls, always a good visual clue that the gutters are clogged. Gives new meaning to drain a swamp, doesn't it? That's more than a foot of water in a crawl space. And I said earlier, homeowners don't look in their crawl spaces. They're emotional comfort problems. They can't deal with the emotional problem there. But all that moisture just goes right up through the house and ends up in the attic and rots out the roof. I mean, a roofer will sell them a new roof, but they still have the moisture problem. So you got all this moisture in that house, and there's this balance. How much moisture we got, how much leakage we got. And when you tip that balance point, you get things happen in your attic. That's frost. That's mold. It's really tough to rely on natural leakage to ventilate the amount of moisture we have in houses. And then there are things that we do need to test for that can be emotional issues for homeowners. You know, gas leaks. Because, you know, I think they call this rapidly expanding gases or something like that. That's explosion, right? So we want to fix all gas leaks. We want to test and fix all gas leaks, right? So we have identified a lot of issues that can be emotional comfort problems for homeowners. And then there could be, when you're trying to deliver your solutions to this homeowner, you want to keep that, you want to provide them some emotional comfort. And one thing is your installation crews using drop cloths. I've heard that a lot where, you know, these guys come in, they're tracking mud through my house, and be polite. Doesn't take a whole lot. Here's another new construction one. I love this one. Emotional comfort. Telling the homeowners, we're going to provide you an emergency drip pan. If that water heater leaks, it's going to catch it. Where's it draining to? We need to deliver what we promise. I see way too many of these being installed. You got an atmospheric water heater. Again, doing air sealing and any air tightening in a house that has an atmospheric water heater, you're asking for problems. They do not draft well. And then after the fact, go back and put a draft inducer on it. It decreases the efficiency of what is already a low efficient system. How cost effective is putting that fan on? How much is a power vent water heater to put in? What provides that homeowner more emotional comfort? That fan or putting in a power vent water heater right up front? We're going to make sure that your house is safe. All right, maybe this homeowner hopefully didn't look in their attic, but is that providing this homeowner emotional comfort that we dammed around the recessed lights with the box we found? It's the room over the garage. That's always the cold room in the house. We need to make sure that we're going to fix the problem. We need to select the proper product to fix it. I don't think this homeowner was emotional comfort with that solution. If you're doing this, this shouldn't be a surprise to the homeowner to say, why are these guys dressed like this in my house? Prepare the homeowner, educate the homeowner if you're going to do this. I'm not against doing foam, it has its places, but emotional comfort, we need to deliver on it. We install systems and we just walk away from them. What airflow setting comes from the manufacturer? It's set on high. Is that the right setting for the house we're putting it in? This is your latent capacity of equipment. At 350 CFM per ton, down to 450 CFM per ton. If you have too much airflow, you're not getting a dehumidification. Does your installation crew know what airflow setting to set that equipment on in that particular house? Did you do a load calculation to determine what the load is of the house, what the airflow needs to be set at? Furnace sizing. A lot of contractors love oversizing furnaces. I don't know why. An oversized furnace, short cycles. You get big temperature swings. When it comes on, big blast of hot air, it gets hot. Shuts off quickly, room starts cooling down. You need long run times. You need that blower to mix the air in a house. You need the registers to throw that air in some rooms where, you need to get some good throw from the registers. Your oversizing furnaces, it can be a real problem. I know some people are going to hate me with this one. Myth number one, two-stage furnaces will save more energy. A 95% furnace, whether it's single stage or two-stage, is a 95% furnace. Myth number two, two-stage furnace will increase comfort. Sort of. Modular? The reason people think that two-stage furnaces increase comfort is because at the high stage, it's way oversized. It's running on low stage. It's closer to the actual heat load. So you're getting longer run times. You're getting the comfort from the longer run time at low stage. Right? Typical heat loss of an average New Jersey house is only in the 30 to 40,000 BTU range. I mean, get up here and you get huge houses and they have no insulation and balloon frame, you get higher loads, but typically 30 to 40,000 BTUs is load. You're sizing at 140%, the manual S, ACA manual S sizing limit, 90% of the time it's on that low stage. ACA says you can go up to 200% if it's paired with an air conditioner and you need the larger blower for the air conditioner airflow needs. That's 100% of the time on low stage.